Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and this is Map Spotlight. This is our very first episode of Map Spotlight, where I was going to take a walkthrough of the map and show you all the interesting features and nuances of each map. And since we have access to quite a few stations in the PTU, I thought this would be an opportunity to start this series that I've been holding in my back burner for a long time, waiting for an opportunity to kind of take advantage of the fact that we're now having maps. Okay, so this is going to be Port Olisar, which orbits Crusader, which is a gas giant, in the Stanton system. All right, now as you spawn in, this is an entry point into the mini universe. You will be entering in a variety of different rooms. There are 16 rooms, 18 rooms, something like that. And each room is different. In this room, it looks like this guy eats a lot of takeout from Big Benny's. And he's also, I don't know what these little packs are. You got a drink. Okay, and you come out and you got Pip's power up, and there's Hab 8. So there is 1 through 8 on this side, so you'll see 8, 7, 6 all the way down. I think that's the one we just came out. That's not the one we just came out of, because this one looks a little cleaner. It's got a little bit of a tool, a little laptop there. You got another tablet / laptop there, and a magazine. Whitley's Guide. Looks like a laser rifle. You have the latrines up on the bathrooms, water closets, whatever you want to call them, up above. We're on the 3rd floor. This looks like a little gaming dinner rest table, a little relax area, because this is supposed to be like an in-space hotel. You got your easy habitation units, so that when you come into system, you can land here, you can refuel, you can rest overnight, and understand that this is still alpha, so a lot of stuff is not completely completed just yet. This is where you would get your Big Benny's noodles. And crab meat, I think, right? Crab eat. Or grab eat. Is that a grab or a crab? Who knows? And there are 4 ways down, right? You have on either side on the 3rd floor, you got your hallways that lead from one side to the other. Got some plants. And this is the other side where you got Hab, 9 through 16. Because there's number 16. You've got, looks like digital fire extinguishers located throughout the... Now on this side, the Big Benny's and the Pip's Power Up are on the end of the hall. It looks like some people just don't know how to pick up after themselves. And then this is the hall that leads back to the side we started at. Okay, now I do want to show each of the 4 or 2 side steps because they are different. So we're going to use this one on this side. We'll call this the left side. Now we're down at level 2. Now level 2 will also be, I'm guessing, but I think level 2 will also have a similar layout with habitation units. That way you can double up on the habitation units. So you could actually go from 16 to 32. Okay. So that was the way down here. Now we're going to go back up and go down the other. Now this one's fairly clean except for this little mess right here we got. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next side, which looks like it might be under maintenance. Okay, now you saw this with the plants. Now we're going to go down a level and see. You got this deck 2 light is flashing. It looks like somebody was working on it. They brought like a little caution tent with them, you know, those little yellow, you know, floor is slippery signs or whatever. Brought a caution one. It looks like they've got some tools laying here, like they were in the process of repairing that deck 2 sign. And again, the second deck will have doors leading to maybe another habitation. I mean, maybe more habitation units. Then again, this might also lead out to the docking booms that I will show in my flyby. When I do the flyby, I'll actually show you a couple of docking booms that the larger ships would, how they would dock, like an Idris or a Bengal. Well, Bengals probably use a shuttle, but still. All right, so now we go down to deck 1. Deck 1 is where you have all the access airlocks to the outside. But you also have these rooms down here, which are not really labeled. So I don't know if this will like lead to another section of the ship or the station, or if it will lead out to those docking booms we were talking about, right? Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna avoid this, and I'm gonna go to the far side. Okay, we've gone to the far side. It has the same things on deck 1. So these probably lead out to the left and right side of the station. Now, there's something on the floor here. I've seen that in my room. It's like a little hollow cube or something. All right, now from here we're gonna kind of just go over to this side here, and this is where the smaller pads are located. There's going to be a large viewing window that you can actually look out and see the pads. There's a big Benny's over here, so you can get some eats going. And you can see the Port Olisar rings, how they spin from inside this huge glass window, which is pretty amazing, actually. Okay. And then you got your Port Olisar little, you know, like an airport. Like an airport. Okay, now Big Benny's located all over, you know. Okay, but when you go into the central room, right here, you've got like a... Okay. On the opposite side, you've got also another window, smaller in size, but you can actually look out to see the 2 large landing pads, where normally your constellations and your retaliators would be. Okay, and if you see, this is the glass windows are down the length of the station. If the glass windows are down the length of the station, then these right here are out the sides of the station. Okay, going back. Okay, so like if a large ship lands at like port pad 9, you come through, you're gonna have to go through like a check-in probably, or a passenger check-in or something like that, right? And we've got some hot steaming drink right here. Maybe it's coffee, I'm not sure. And then you got your little office. Port Olisar personnel, NPCs will be there. There's another one of those little whatever they are. Okay, now let's see if number 10 also has that, because you got pad 10 over here. It also does. It has that like a check-in point with a tablet still up there. Okay, on the walls, going to like pad 9 and 10, there are usually like inbound ships, you know, like where they're coming from, departures and arrivals, you know, luggage claims, stuff like that, just like an airport would be.
Have you experienced Crusader Industries' new luxurious Genesis class stateroom with double the space and exclusive entertainment options? Contact the sales associate to book your flight today. Wherever your travels take you, Crusader Industries is along for the ride.
Okay.
Crusader Industries.
Okay, and now also there's these energy weapon recharging stations here, but unfortunately you are in a what do they call it, an armistice zone where you can't even pull your gun out. Won't even let you pull it out. Okay, now these screens in the middle, you've got I guess the planet of Crusader and then the 3 moons that orbit it. And it's telling us we're at Port Olisar right there. Now from here you can go ahead and use one of these terminals to call up your ship. We just walk up to it, use it, it lists whatever ships you would have in your hangar, and you would just click it and click request. We're not going to do that because I want to kind of just show you the different landing zones. Now on the wall you're going to see landing pads 5 through 8 with an arrow going to that door, and then pad 9 is in that direction, and then you'll get the same thing over here, 1 to 4 that way and pad 10 that way. We're going to go to pad 1 and we're going to look at each of the different pads because they all have their own unique flavor, unique Okay, it says that going through this door here is going to be landing zone 1. When you come out, you just follow the signs. 1 through 4 is this way. Got a couple of guys heading out this, and then you just cut me off. That's okay though. That's the way it works. That's the name of that tune. Now, here we go. You come in now. It's got these numbers 1 through 4 on the floor. I don't know if that means, you know, there's 4 people supposed to stand on their own individual pad, or what those numbers are all about. Are they going to change it to equal the pads outside that say pads 1 through 4? Maybe the other one will say 5 through 8, but currently it doesn't do that. Cycle the airlock, and we're out. Remember, we're going to 1 through 4. Now over here, the sign says to turn here to go to 1, but we're not going to do that. We're going to explore a little bit. We're going this way. What are these? They look like generators of some kind. And a hallway that leads us over here to pad 10. So you can actually get around without having to go out the right door, is what I'm saying. You can go to, but let's go back to pad 1. Little generators, little FPS location, which you're not allowed to do, but okay, it's all good. Only because it's an armistice zone at this time. So we go up the stairs, and you can see like venting coming out of these this life support system. It's probably heat and air. I don't know what it is. HVAC? No. You got your pad 1 here. Crew only. Airlocks. And then pad 2. Should be pad 3 and 4 here. Okay, so I hurt myself a little bit. And we cruise on over. Beautiful. I mean, look at all the detail they put on this thing. I know, I know. We're supposed to be looking at the layout. There's pad 5. Kind of goes around in a big circle, right? There's pad 6. And we probably have 7 and 8 down here. Or a drop. Maybe 7 and 8 is up there. Let's find out. I'm EVAing. Trying not to die. Whoops. I don't know what I just landed on. We're exploring now. Welcome to this portion of Map Spotlight. It's the exploration version.
This Covilex shipping hub is currently closed to the public. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, really? Guess what? This is not a Covilex shipping hub. Yeah, that's one of the bugs currently in the game. Okay, we're back. Here is, yep, 8. Now, when we go all the way around, you're going to find 9 and 10, and those are for, again, the large ships. Should be off the edge here. Yep, there's 9 and there's 10. And you notice we're off center. There is, remember those 3 doors that were on the side? Those doors probably lead into, or across the way, into the other half, which we're not landing at. I don't know what's over there, you know, administration or whatever. Let's see if we can't get to the other side. Sound changes when you go inside. That's pretty cool.
Warning. You are trespassing on Covilex private property.
I can't run anymore. It must be worn out. Oh my. Look at my legs, they're red. I must have broke my legs. Maybe that's why I can't run. Okay, so we are off center, almost all the way outside the ring, and those are the landing struts that I was talking about, the ones that stick out. They're really low, so there must be an elevator or something. That's really low. Maybe not. Maybe that's where the habitation modules are, and that's probably second deck, and that's probably the first deck. And then right below the first deck, there's probably little stairs that go down to it. Let's do this. That's right, I just stepped off.
Landing request approved. Bogey.
I'm not trying to land.
Gear. Raised. Autopilot. Disengaged. Bogey.
We don't need to fly at like warp speed. Okay, what I would like to see though is those docking rings for the Idrises that we saw on the picture. Okay, these little things jutting out. They look like they might have a door on them.
Bogey, scanning.
They do, like maybe that's a docking collar right there. And that's where Idrises would dock. But it showed them on the side of them. Look at the clarity on that thing, man. That's good.
Bogey. Bogey, scanning.
I'm just exploring. Just a little explorer. I didn't mean to do that. I thought that was home.
This Covilex shipping hub is currently closed to the public. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Just taking a slow tour around this Port Olisar.
Warning, you are trespassing on Covilex private property.
No, I'm not.
The team at CryAstro thanks you. Hope to see you soon. You're good to go. Thanks for choosing CryAstro. Fly safe.
I know what that is. Some kind of docking window. Beautiful.
Bogey. Bogey, scanning. Scanning.
Let's try not to wreck. That would be bad.
Stand by. Restocking
No.
ammunition. Your ship's all ready to fly. Good luck out there, and remember,
Bogey,
next time you're
scanning.
running low, we'll take care of you at CryAstro.
CryAstro kind of
Bogey.
sounds like a Mass Effect
Bogey,
place, you know what I mean?
scanning. Scanning. Bogey.
I'm just taking a look. All that modeling, man.
This
That looks
Covilex shipping hub is currently closed to the public. We apologize for the inconvenience.
freaking awesome.
Bogey, scanning. Bogey, scanning. Bogey, scanning. Bogey, scanning. Bogey. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear raised.
Let's do this. That's right. I just stepped off. Look at my shadow. Hope I don't break my legs when I get down there. See, and there's like multiple extensions. There's another guy EVAing out here. He had the same idea that I did. See if I can catch him. This is bonus video, bonus footage. Shadow. Wonder if there's a way to get in this way. All right, thanks for coming out and checking out this breakdown of the Olisar port in Crusader in the Stanton system. I appreciate you guys coming out and checking out this video, and please like and subscribe, and I will make more of these as I have an opportunity to visit various stations and planets and areas and things like that. I'll catch you in the verse.